Debbie with Painting Junkie. How is everybody today? I am in a different place today. I am at my kitchen table because I have all of my things out, getting ready for my hat burning party. So welcome to Chat and Char. I'm going to be charring with you today. But first, I wanted to show you all the things that I have for the party. I have been collecting things. I have been buying things. And then I got a haul from this lady who was going out. Oh, thanks, Jamie. You have one just like it, don't you? I was connected with a gal who was going out of business. She was selling all of her hat bar supplies, and I told you I would show you all the great stuff that I got from her. So one of the best things I got from her, and it kind of takes up some space on my table, so I was going to show you first, are the whole alphabet of brands. And they're pretty heavy. Okay, so look at all the brands. I mean, like iron brands. There's the H. Like I have the whole alphabet. Plus, I have some cool little shapes. I won't show you all of them, but here, look at this fun little guy on a horse. Isn't that fun? So, I have all of these brands, and I'm going to move these out of the way. And she also gave me a couple tanks. Look at this. Pyro. Can you imagine me and fire? It's happening. I practiced a little bit today with the propane tank, and I put a couple H's on my hat. This is my practice hat to just play around. This one's a little deep. Can you see how deep it is? I was like, oh, don't hold it on too much. And this one's not quite right either. So yeah, I have to play around with the brands a little bit. But how fun. You can put initials, you can put a name, you can put a word. So many possibilities. And there's a whole bunch of fun little shapes in here too. So I'm gonna move these brands because they're super heavy and they take up space on the table. So I'll be right back. Okay, then I got some cool spools, like old-fashioned spools, and a bunch of cords, leather cords in different colors. I've got some suede and some leather in black, and some tans and some grays. I got about 5 or 6 spools. Oh, hold on, let me tuck this back up in there. Let me tuck that back up in there so it doesn't fall. And I love that they were on these antique spool things. Just makes display so cute. So I got those cords. And then she had a ton. Let's move these for now. I had those. She had a bag full of matchbooks, and I put a few. I'm not going to take them all. I don't need to take them all. But matchbooks are fun to put up in a hat. I don't think that some of them are just like boring. Like, you know, just a Holiday Inn, you know what I mean? Days Inn. But some of them are kind of cool, like L Crab Catcher. Yeah, matchbooks. But if you do like this, and well, that's all white. I would rather have the black ones, I think, where they can see, yeah, see the batches. And you can put those up there. Fun. So many ideas. I have a feeling that these ladies coming to the party have been on Pinterest, and they're gonna see all the different kinds of things you can put on the hats. Okay, so matchbooks, and then tons of playing cards. Tons of playing cards. Got some jokers, of course, but all the playing cards. You could do, like this is fun. The back of it says Rainbow over Texas, and it's kind of Western. So you could use that, you know, just to have on your Western hat. Or, of course, you know, you could make like a full house and put the whole hand, or just like Queen of Hearts, because you're the Queen of Hearts. Hey, Terry. Also, you can burn the edges of this. I thought that would be fun. I have a handheld torch that I'm going to take too, but you could burn the edges of it. I thought I had one I could show you. I don't know what happened to that. A torched card. Anyway, lots of cards. I have a lot more than that. That's just what I'm going to take. And then she had a few dried flowers that I'm going to be taking, but I had a bunch of silk flowers. Like this one has some silk flowers, and I have some of those in here. And then I have a few of the colored. I have some purple, lavender, and some pink, and some white. So they can add some florals to their hat. I don't have any feathers on my hat. I burned some feathers, but I didn't actually attach any feathers, but I have some. I have a whole bunch of colored feathers, if you want to get crazy with colored feathers, or I have the natural feathers. Some are striped, some are dotted. I really love this dotted one. This is fun. I'm gonna add that up here, right? So, then I have glue guns. If people want to change their band out, some of my bands are interchangeable. I can take them off and change the color of the band, change the band. I wouldn't put the flowers and the feathers and things on there and wear them to like a festival or concert or anything, because I might lose the stuff. But if I was just going to wear it maybe to a restaurant or somewhere local, I might just stick a feather in it and go somewhere close. All kinds of different things you can do. Okay. Very important. I'm not going to do this today. We're going to use that a lot in hat burning. Okay, another thing that I'm bringing are bling bands. So I've got some bands that are material that I'm going to show you in a second. But if you want to upgrade to something blingy, I've got some different colors. I also have some that have like embellishments like this, or cowhead, or different things. So lots of different upgrades if you choose. This was another thing I got from that lady, which was super cool, is this little stand. And this side shows the things. So when they get there, I have like a menu. I'll show you what it looks like. A menu that they will get. And here are the things that they can, the checklist that they go through. So they choose a hat and a seat. Well, they've ordered their hat, so they'll just come pick up their hat from me and choose a seat, because I don't assign seats at my parties. So they choose a hat and a seat, and they choose the designs to burn, and I'll show you that. I have some simple designs that they can kind of put on their hats, or if they feel like they can freehand, that's totally fine too. Love that. And then they can choose a band, and they can choose feathers. Those are given. They come with the hat. And then all of these at the bottom are extras. They can choose cords, satin scarves, the bling band, macrame bands. I didn't show you those. Those are over there. They're like braided bands, thicker. The florals, matchbooks, playing cards, and then branding and torching are all extra. So then they check that off, and we'll, you know, fix up their hats. So these are the bands that would come with it. And these are ones that I have found like from thrifting, and I've torn. And, oh, hey, CE. And Terry. Hey, Terry. So this, and these are from curtains. I found these from curtains. There was some black shiny curtains. That would be a really pretty band. And this was a curtain. It's kind of denim-y. And then this is a band that was a curtain, and it's got, I think I showed you last week, I put this on my hat, on my pink hat, and it has the flowers embroidered or whatever on there. And then I just have some other fabric that I've torn. Oh, and this is kind of like a gauzy fabric. I have it in gray and a navy blue. So if they want those, and then I have a white. So if they want those, they come with the hats. But then I have the satin ones over here. If they want to upgrade and get satin, I have all of these colors. The blue, all of those colors for satin, and all these up here. So, isn't that fun to have them on this little rack? The lady gave me that too. So, let me put this back over here. Oh, and then I have these. These would come with your hat too. They're rolled up, but they're gauzy bands. And then I have them in kind of some neutral tones. This one is fun. It's kind of got a flower. Let's turn it around. It's got kind of a flower to it. So these would go with the hats too. Oh, and then I have a bunch of rickrack. I think that's what it's called. This kind of stuff that can go around the fabric bands. I don't know, but we can do them up. We can do these hats up. I cannot wait. Tomorrow evening is the hat bar party. So then I have a bunch of just some greenery designs and flower designs and things like this that they can put on their hat, and we'll use the cling wrap for putting them on our hats. But I wanted to do a little burning with you today so you can see it. I want to show you two different kind of burners too. This is my practice hat. Can you tell? It's just like a Mod Podge mishmash. Okay. This one is just a metal burner. Most of my burners at the party are going to be like this. It's just got, can you see, it's just got a sharp metal tip. And they're less expensive. And I have probably five or six of these that I'll be bringing. And they do not have a control on a temperature control. They just heat up and you burn. And then this one is my more expensive one. It's kind of got a whole control. And when I say more expensive, this was probably $10 at Harbor Freight Tools. I know you can get them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's too. I'm not sure how much they are there, maybe up to 20. And then this one was from Amazon, and it has a wire nib. Okay. And it has different nibs. It comes with this little can, and it has different wire nibs on it. Let's stick this in here. I like that it has this little holder so that I don't put it down when it's hot. I can put it in there, and it's not going to touch anything it's not supposed to touch. It comes with a little screwdriver, and I can change out these nibs. And there was probably, oh gosh, is there 20 in here? I don't know. But I mostly just use that pointed one. But there's ones like that. Where can you see in front of my face? Like that, like for more of a kind of a calligraphy. And there's rounded tips for more of shading. And there's a rectangle. So that's kind of what I was doing on this practice hat. was using kind of the shading ones and kind of figuring out what to do. And also on here, it holds a little sponge, because sometimes when you're burning, you're actually melting your hat, especially if it's not all the way wool. If it's any kind of polyester or plastic, you're actually melting your hat, which is not a bad thing. You're still marking on it. But it kind of gets globby on your burner, and so you want to wipe that off on a damp sponge. And I have mine right here. I got these little doodads at IKEA, and I'm gonna put sponges in there for the party too, so we can wipe off our burners. So I'm gonna turn this on. It hasn't been on yet. I'm gonna turn this on. And this hat is different. Well, both of these are. They're the same kind. These are different than the ones I have at the party. The ones I have at the party are gonna be vegan suede, and they're still, because vegan is polyester, it's fake. They're just shiny. They're more shiny, and they, the brim is harder. This is kind of a floppy brim. They're nicer. They're much nicer. But for today, I've started this pink one, so I was going to do the under brim, because you can see on this one, I didn't do the under brim, and I really like it because right now on this live, I can sit here and wear this, and you're like, that's not really even a burned hat. I can't really see it. But there, I did a lot on this hat. I did a ton on the top. And then I added a jean band. This is some of my old jeans. Did I ever show you this one? I'm gonna show you again. This is some of my old jeans, and then I cut this really thin and just kind of frayed it. And then I took a cord here that had some beads on it. And then I glued on some flowers, some dried flowers. And that's all I did on this one. But this one is a this is a polyester. This is 100% polyester. So this is definitely melted. And you just have to change the temp. You just have to be careful on how you press down. Don't press too long and too hard. Light touch. And if you're a painter, you kind of, I'm gonna take that off. You kind of get used to that when you're painting a light hand. Oops. Okay, so let's move this one out of the way. I started this pink one, and I'll tell you a little story. Hey, Tony! Yes, go back and watch the beginning. I showed all the things that I picked up from the lady who was going out of her hat business, and all the things I got. But this is the pink hat. Actually, I wore to the Paint Party Business Live, and I hadn't burned on it yet. This was plain when I wore it before. And I was playing around with my torch, burning the edges, and I don't know if you can really tell that it's been torched because I got a little scared. And I didn't torch it very much, but it kind of has, you can kind of tell that it's a little colored. It's a little darker in some places here. You can definitely feel it. But anyway, I got a little bit too torched right here. And I'm like, that's okay, because I do this in my painting all the time. I take an accident. I take an accident and I do something with it. So I took this little burn area from my torch and I made it the center of a flower. I do that all the time. So that's what I did. I made that the center of a flower, and it's kind of darker. And then I just went out and I made some greenery around it, and that's how I fixed that. And then over here, I just kind of made these darker. I kind of got those darker when I was making them. And I went up the sides. And then I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a band on here. Actually, I had one of the braided bands. This was on here and I took it off because I was gonna work on it. So this is one of the ones from this little basket here. And I've already tied it. So I'm just gonna slide it back on. And I have some flowers over there. This could go on top of one of the fabrics too. I wondered about this feather or two. I wonder how much this would just stick in. I could do that. You could just stick a feather in there. Stick a feather in it. Isn't that a saying? Stick a feather in it and call it done? Is that real? Seems like I've heard that somewhere. Stick a feather in it? Somebody tell me. Oh, there's a pretty one too. That's a bigger one. Ooh, I'll have a pretty one. Okay, let's see if these look pretty together. You can kind of see them. So that makes me think I need a wider band and then this braided, because I don't want to see, they kind of stay enough to stay in there. I love those. Okay. All right, I gotta take them out for now because I'm gonna turn this over. I want to work on the underbrim. Let's put that over there. And I may have to put a fabric band and then this band. I really like it because it's got braids and bling. Braids and bling. Braids. Bling. Okay. So when you do the underbrim, you just turn it over. And I don't have anything on here. So since I'm going to do it freehand, I'm going to use a friction pen because friction pens disappear with heat. And since I'm going to be burning on top of it, it'll go away. I'm going to use purple, my brand new purple. You can also use chalk. I'm taking chalk. And I also have a white colored pencil. And I'm not really sure if it'll show up. And I love to just do greenery. I love to do vines with leaves. It's super easy. So that's probably what I'll do. And I'm probably gonna go out, let's see. There's a major flower here and a few, they're kind of Hawaiian. I did kind of some Hawaiian flowers since it's a pink hat. So I think I'm gonna come out from this direction. Let's see if this will write. It doesn't really show up. Probably won't take those. All right, let's see about this friction pen. And I need my glasses. Oh, Tony, you might look good in a hat. Hey, you know what? Do you wear a ball cap? Because you can burn on a ball cap too. I'm gonna do ball caps. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the vines with this pen. Because I'd rather do the leaves freehand. As I go. So I'm just going to do like a squiggly line. That's a vine coming out. Like I'm gonna do 4 from the same place. There we go. Okay. Here we go. 4 little vines. And I may end up doing one coming out there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So that's my guide. If you are a newbie and you want to draw every little leaf, you can. But I'm not going to draw every little leaf. I'm just going to draw the vines. Okay, I'm going to get you closer. And I'm going to tilt you down. This is a new holder for me. Okay, let me see if I can get you in here. There. There. Okay. Can you see? I won't be able to see your comments. There, maybe. And I just go lightly. I think I turn this up a little bit. It doesn't take long to heat up. Let me turn it up a little bit more. All right, so I'm just gonna do, can you see this? Drawing on the hat with the burner. Does it take a lot of practice? Well, not really. I mean, you hold the burner like a pen, okay? Just like a brush, just like a pen. And you just kind of have to get used to it because it is thick. It's a little bit thicker. And I'm just gonna do leaves. This isn't burning very dark. And I'm touching it very lightly. Let's finish this. And then I'm just going to go to the opposite. It does get a little weird because of your, you have to reach over the hat. This is not getting very hot. It usually does a little smoke. It's not. Hold on a sec. I'm going to plug in this other one because this one's not heating up very good, which is weird. I'm gonna plug in this other one real quick. I got these cool little cork things at IKEA too. When I was in Kansas City this weekend, moving my son from Tulsa to Kansas City, I had a nice little trip to IKEA also. So this will just take a couple minutes to heat up. And yeah, that wasn't burning very well because usually it smokes a little bit. So we'll try this again. And I'll put that down. So, let me see if there's another kind of greenery I'm gonna put on there. That's my go-to right there, a vine with some leaves. I could do rounded. Like this one, more of a rounded. Maybe I'll mix them. This is kind of the one I usually do right here, where the leaves are across from each other. But I kind of like that rounded one too. All right. All right, I'm gonna bend you down here. Sorry, I can't see your comments while it's down there like that. Oh yeah, this is getting hot. Oops, sorry. Oh no. There. Maybe that'll be better. This is a new stand. Can you see? There we go. See the burn shiny now. I don't know what's wrong with my other one. There we go. Can you tell the burn's shiny now? All right, now we gotta reach over here. These up, and then what I like to do is make a little line in the middle. This is hard to do in the kitchen. Next time I do chat and char, we're gonna be back in my room. Because I know you can't see me very well in here. Okay, so there's one stem, and then I like to go back and just go, and then flick a little line in the middle. Okay, so what do you think? Is there a smell? Oh, that's a good question. Not really. There is a smell. Is it a bad smell? Not to me. I I would say, now, I will say that they tell me that wool smells really bad, and I haven't done wool yet. I got some wool hats from the lady, and I haven't tried wool yet, but the reason I haven't is because I have heard that it smells really bad, and that you need pretty good ventilation. And so I just need to open up my windows in my art room and just go for it. They said also when you burn a wool hat that you need to just let it air out because it'll stay with the hat for a bit. So to put it in the garage or just let it air out somewhere. Okay, this one got a little crazy. Okay, this one got not so straight on there. All right, I'm gonna, since this is all one connected branch or whatever, I don't want to change my leaves because that would be weird if I had rounded ones on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the pointed ones on here. And I'm gonna go this direction. Can you see me? I need to move these. I can see where wool would smell worse. Oh, allergic to wool. Like, can't even touch it? Or just smell, you think? And how did you find that out? Probably when you were little, huh? Makes you itch? Huh. Okay. Let me go. That one's too close to the middle right here. So I'm just going to go on this side here. You can tell this one's getting pretty hot because where they have both met in the middle on the little edges, they're black, which I don't mind. That means they're more charred. All right. There's two of them. Now, when I get close to the middle here, I'm gonna have to be careful of my leaves because they're gonna be kind of crowded. And then I'll just go in between. And then the middles. And then let's do this last one. It's whimsical, just like I do my paint parties. I tell my painters that it's not fine art, it's fun art. So I don't do a lot of shading and realistic things. Okay, what do you think? There is the, I think these need some more little, I need to go a little bit longer on these middles there. You can hardly see them. I think that was too light. Okay, here we go. All right, let's put it on. Let me put this down. Let's put it on. I like to see it when I'm wearing it. Yeah, you can see it. Get my glasses off. Yeah. What do you think? I need to finish the band. Oh, you have yours on today? Jamie? Why, thank you. So, yeah, I'm going to finish the band, and I'm going to put some feathers in this one. That's going to be fun. So thanks for hanging out with me in Chat and Char, and I will not be back next week, but I tell you what I will do. How about I go live next week in Nashville? I'm going to be at the CMA Fest with some of my best friends from high school and our daughters. We're having a big mother-daughter trip, and it's going to be so fun. And when I see some fun hats, how about I take some pictures of them and I'll go live and maybe share with you some of our adventures. And then the next week, I cannot go live again because I'm going to Colorado because my son's getting married. So the next 2 Wednesdays, I will not be able to go live, but I'm doing adventures and I will try to go live with you with some of my adventures. So I will see you, but not here. And then I'll be back and we'll do some more Chat and Char when I'm back. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.